Well, I always start my videos like that, don't I? Well, I got that from my dad. We are just kind of late start, but I didn't really care at the trailhead, at the Pass Lake trailhead to hike up to the Cuberant Basin here on October 3rd, isn't it? That's my my hiking partner for today, my son Austin, and as usual, I'm wearing my sombrero. Get my hiking sticks ready. You saw me do my calisthenics, my stretching, and so we're gonna go for this hike. And lock the door. I got my trekking poles. The trailhead's over here. We've never done this before, this one, so we're just kind of exploring. It says Weber Trail, River, and Cuberant Lake and Lofty Loop Trail this way. Is it that? Huh? There should be a sign here. What are you gonna see? Huh? Right here. Oh yeah, there it is. I didn't bring my Steadicam thing. I didn't want to haul it. It's too heavy. I'm trying to do this light. So Cuberant Lake Trail is 1.1 miles to where we get on that.
To the junction.
To the junction, yeah. So, all right. I'll do another video here a little bit further down. You know, I haven't even got out this year to photograph the fall colors except for a little bit up Big Cottonwood Canyon, and I just thought they were done. Driving up here this morning, colors were unbelievable. And I mean, look at all this red in here. That's a gorgeous shot right there. I didn't bring my camera gear. This is just a scouting trip to see how hard the trail is and if I want to backpack in here next year. But look at this, just beautiful. All right, here we are at the junction to Cuberant Lake. So you go that way to Cuberant, and that way to Camas Lake, and there's another split off on the Pass Lake trailhead down that way. So we're having fun. It's not been too bad. Up and down hill, a little level up and down. So, pretty. You can see, I don't know if you can see that, the sky's blowing it out with Reed's Peak and Baldy back in there. So, next stage of the adventure. Well, we're making the climb up the grade to the pass to drop into the Cuberant Basin, and I found this pretty little gem. Quakey aspen still going. I was shocked at how good the colors were still on the trees down coming up the Mirror Lake Highway. I pretty much haven't gotten out at all this year, and I just kind of given up. I'm heading out Monday to go to Reno to go into Nevada for the week, so I'm gonna pretty much miss this fall, though there's some stuff out there I'm gonna try to get. But isn't that pretty? Not my ugly mug, that I can't see. Anyway, so yeah, we're making our way. Here we are looking down into the Cuberant Basin area, the lower part of it. This couple passed us as we were going slower than them. So Cuberant Basin is, Cuberant Lake is actually on the other side of that, back up over in there. That's where we're heading. But there's all sorts of little ponds like that one down in there in this lower basin area. So we're having fun. I got to come back in here next summer and backpack in and spend about 3 or 4 days camping and photographing in here. All these big fields, all these big boulder fields have pica in them, and be cool. Well, here we are at this first little unnamed lake that you come to on the trail. Pretty little lake. Let me show you this. Jet flying by. There, enjoy that scene for a minute. I think we made it to Cuberant Lake. Now, having never been in here before, I'm not sure, but looking at the terrain and knowing from looking at the maps where it, I guess I could pull out my map and my GPS and see where I am, but that's too hard. Anyway, it's pretty. There's a little chipmunk. Oh, he ran. Little buggers. Let him go. I can't even keep up with him because I zoomed in. And he's gone. Oh, there he is. I love chipmunks. Say hi, Austin. Yep, here we are at Cuberant Lake for sure. It's definitely Cuberant. It's a long, narrow lake in here. Getting ready to have some lunch. Brought some backpacking, freeze-dried backpacking food. Gonna boil up some water and eat some lunch. Chill out here for a bit. and then we're gonna go exploring. We're gonna hike down around that way and just kind of make a loop through this whole basin, bushwhacking it. It's really pretty in here. Look at these peaks up here. Austin's put in his headphones. He's over there listening to his music. Oh, you're just listening to your music? Oh. Oh, there's a little fish that just jumped. There's somebody camping right over there and a fisherman. Seriously, dude, I want to hear the wind blowing, the birds chirp. I don't want to hear friggin' music. So it's about 12:30 and we hit the trail at what, probably 9:30? Yeah, it was probably 10. So it took us 2.5 hours to get in here. Yeah. So we're gonna eat some lunch and then go poke around and just kind of make a big loop in here, bushwhacking, looking, exploring some other stuff, and then head out. So I'll show you some other videos later. So this is what happened when lunch goes awry. He had his food zipped up and tipped it upside down to stir it, to shake it without, and spilled it. So I'm cooking up another one for him. Boiling up water. That's just called mishaps that happen.
There he goes.
Oh, there he runs off. He came over here and got some of Austin's chicken dumplings that got spilled. So he'll be back for more. The life of a chipmunk. So we are going to head out down around that end of the lake, that's north, and find another lake that's over there more towards those red cliffs. There's a couple other lakes and ponds and stuff. We're just going to go explore down that way. So this is Cuberant Lake and the high Uintas. Fun area. It's chilly up in here in the wind. The wind in the shade. It's chilly. Hear that wind. Alright, here we are at the north end of Cuberant Lake. Looking south. Really pretty in here. The water's down quite a bit. Oh, there goes my hiking sticks. Water's down quite a bit. I bet you on a wet year it's all the way up here to the edge. And we're gonna continue on around that way. Go poking around down in there. Really pretty.
Left foot, right foot.
Alright, so we are at another little lake just north of Cuberant. Just looking at tracks in the mud. And we found these. Put your foot up there, Austin. Austin wears toe shoes.
There, on the other side so you don't get the shadow.
Yeah. So you can see that's a left footprint. But look how narrow the heel is.
Well, there's a smaller footprint of a right foot right here.
Yeah.
So the family
where it slipped. Yeah, people see stuff like this. Now, where's that? Oh, here's the kid footprint. That's a little small.
Very small.
Now, people see stuff like this sometimes. I think it might be Bigfoot. I think it was earlier this summer when when this was all wet and muddier, and a family hiked in here and they took their shoes off and was playing in the mud. You know, probably a lady and her kid. Here's another one right here. Going back, some others going back the other way. You know, just meandering around. You can see where they stepped and their toes slid in. These are not bear tracks. People see bear tracks. But this is a really good one to show how you can actually see the arch, the narrow heel, and the arch right there. You know?
See where they stepped.
I mean, look
with the ball of their foot and their toes slid and their heel caught.
Yeah, and
so
you can see the outline of the arch. Put it in the camera view right there.
Right here.
Uh-huh.
Is arch.
And then see, that's a dog track. Here's a track of somebody in their tennis shoe.
Yep. Where they stepped here and slid
Yep.
into it.
Yeah, they stepped and slid. Let's see what else. Just looking around for fun. I always like, I tell my wife when we're at at her cabin or we're camping, we get up in the morning, I always say, I gotta go read the newspaper. And she knows what I mean. I go out and I look in the dust on the dusty road and see what animals have been visiting the area during the night. And I always find deer where you can see, look what this deer came through this morning, and raccoon tracks. And see, we're out here more in the thicker mud. Hey, Austin, come here. So Austin's wearing these toe shoes. Make yourself a nice muddy footprint right here. Dig the toes in. So he's wearing toe shoes.
I'll do toes on this one. That was heels.
That was heels. So there he's making, and I mean, you can obviously see it's a track, you know, because he's wearing toe shoes. Do you mind get your feet really muddy? Right here. Oh, that's a rock. Oh, there you go. Okay, step out of there. That's perfect. Sorry. So there's a perfect one where he just stepped in there. You can see the outline of his foot. You can see the arch area. You can see the toes. You can see the track from the tread on his toe shoes. Very much so.
Give you
Yet if it was a rhododendron, you might not see the tread on the toe shoes. But a lot of people wear toe shoes now. But you can see that narrow heel.
There's a good one.
So there's a good one. He sat there and put in on purpose. And he wiggled his foot around, didn't you?
Yeah.
Kind of wiggled his foot.
I wiggled it and made sure it was nice and smooth when I lifted my foot out.
Yeah. And that could easily be mistaken for a Bigfoot track, because he purposely did that in his toe shoes. His feet are all friggin' muddy now.
It's okay, it'll dry off.
You've got great toe. It's not huge, but this is the kicker. You can see the arch right there. You can see the arch of the foot. You can see the tread from the toe shoes, but that arch, you know, I mean, it's not huge. The narrow heel. I've had people show me tracks they think are Bigfoot tracks, and well, they're small, and yeah, well, you know, Bigfoot would come in all sizes, but anyway.
I think we need to go around.
Yeah, we do.
We're need to cross this side of the.
Yeah, I
mean, we could go this way. It's just easier to go around.
Oh no, let's go that way.
Okay.
I want to go around that way. This is a cool little lake. I don't know on the other end. I'm gonna see what the might look like for a Milky Way shot in the summertime. But all right, here's an odd little thing. Just the way this tree is bent. I mean, look at how it's bent down that way, and then right down here, it's twisted back that way. Makes you kind of wonder. Snow can do a lot of crazy things. But that's odd. Alright, so we've hiked down this big drainage area, kind of come to the end of it. There's kind of hard to see, but this scree pile, I mean, literally cliff facing there. There's a lake right down in there. I'm not sure which one it is on my map. This one, another little lake I wanted to go to. My GPS is saying it's a quarter of a mile back that way, so we somehow came past it. We're just poking around, having fun. There is kind of hard to see. So that's Baldy and Reed's Peak right there. This is just gorgeous in here. So we're gonna head back up to the lake and then hike out. Well, we're back at Cuberant Lake on our way out. Look at that. Look at that patch of willows down there, all yellow. So pretty. Just gorgeous in here. I want to come back up here and spend about 4 nights in here camping. Probably this time of year. The weather looks good, all out like it is right now. Come in and because it's cooler, cold at night, but no mosquitoes. So, I better go catch up to Austin. He's off the trail over there. And that's just pretty. You know the bad part about this is I have to go back to get my camera. I think I've hiked some of this twice today. Yeah, so every time you see me walk by the camera and go do that, I have to come back and get it. But I'm getting a good workout. No more Santa Claus. So that's where we just came up through. Up to here, this is on the way out. Cuberant Lake is on the other side of that ridge where that closer cliff face is. That ridge line runs down. Cuberant Lake's just on the back side of that. When you get up to that pass, there you're pretty much right at Cuberant. You come right on Cuberant Lake. We hiked from there all the way around on our little outing down to where those reddish cliffs, the kind of, you know, that red scree up top, and then those other cliffs right in there. We hiked just about to the end of those cliffs, because that's where that hanging valley drops off, and then back. That was just a little game trail. We followed it down in there where we saw the rub and tracks at one pond, or I showed you the barefoot people tracks. But yeah, that was fun. Coming up this, I thought about leaving my camera down there on that rock. I can see the rock where it was sitting, and videoing me coming all the way up this, but then I would have to go all the way back down and get it and turn around and come all the way back up. I wasn't going to do that. So Austin went ahead on the trail. Back up over this way. This is coming up this pass to get out of Cuberant area. You can see how the trail is quite, I mean, it's well marked as far as, you know, being able to see where people have been, but it's quite rocky through here in places. He's got a bum knee, and going downhill's gonna kill him, so I said, well, go ahead, I'll catch up to you. Look at this pretty, this perfect time of evening. I'm gonna come back up in here and spend 3 or 4 nights, and tons of pica over on all that scree that I just came through, all that rock piles, and just beautiful. Photograph the pica, marmots probably in there. But I thought I'd show you some of this trail too. So this levels out here and until you get to the other side of this pass, and then it's down fairly steep, about what we just came up, to back down to it, down through that other side. Oh, there's Austin right there. Caught up to him already. See, there's, oh, what's that?
Just a little squirrel hanging out on the tree. Watching him. He's chilling right there. He's eating.
Little squirrel. You can see Baldy. Oh, it's back over there through the trees. You can't see it now. Anyway, that's just so pretty in here. All right, onward. Hear the north wind blowing. If you listen, you'll hear a song. Voices call of days now gone. Feel the wind upon you. Let the breeze pull on your hair. Feel the touch of the people there, the people of our time before, that now ride the wind, the same north wind that blew before, on different skin. Feel the north wind blowing, feel it down in your soul. Catch a glimpse of something you'll never know, how it feels to run free, cross the wind-swept land. Only the north wind knows the memories of the land. So blow, north wind blow, blow like you've never blown before. Oh, blow, north wind blow, cross the mountains where the wild people go, to a place that we'll never know. Oh, blow.
Are you coming, old man?
Yep. Just rowing a damn boat.
I'm breathing hard. Bunch of this uphill that was downhill this morning. And it just like keeps going up and up. The only drawback to this hike is you start out and you lose a bunch of elevation, and then you have to turn around and gang it back. I mean, it's not huge. I think all told you're probably maybe 1,000 feet with what you lose and what you have to gain back. Anyway, the sun's gone behind the, just going down through there.
So we are almost back to the car. You know, on this trail when you're getting close to the parking lot, because you can hear the traffic, this trail at the beginning parallels Highway 150, the Mirror Lake Highway. So just probably only have a couple hundred yards left. So that we figure, all told, this was about 8 miles of us hiking this today, because getting to Cuberant Lake and going all the way down to the end of it, and that little exploratory hike we took all the way down to the end of that whole upper hanging valley, poking around in there and back. So how you feeling, Austin? You're okay? My hips hurt. His knees hurt, my hips hurt. But not bad for an old guy that was 185 pounds 6 months ago, and now I'm just under 160, and I'm trying to lose another 20. So not even that old. I just turned 55 this year. So if you want to see all the pictures I've taken this year, 2020, look at my I Can't Drive 55 gallery on my website, because I turned 55, and if you're my age, you might get the pun. So that one, the main one, yeah, there's a little side trail going off there. Always take the one that looks more traveled. Yeah, I don't know where that goes. It's probably a shortcut. There's no signage on it. Anyway, coming up this. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, I'm breathing hard. Give me a break. So there's that peak back there in the trees. Oh, you can't see it. That help? Still can't see. Yeah, you can barely see it. That peak back there in the trees is where we went all the way around. So anyway, thanks for watching this. I'm gonna sleep well tonight. Happy trails.